what you're drinking, girl.
And he running up all the money. Good times, it's gonna be some good times. Man, we used to pull up and let them fight at that hood time. Remember I used to when it was about that. It had to walk up tripping, she get that much time. I don't waste time. I don't have patience, baby. Didn't go fast, she speed racing. We go walk to bedtime. She my boss like a grandson. Come here, baby, I'm molested. I let her write me my suggestions. Pop quiz, it's a pop quiz. All my money coming clean, you can't pop this. She got that locked up like Lost Mill. Come to my lights like a reindeer. Me and Poppy on the same. My diamonds could never stand still. Where you going, can't come here. I'll always take you back for your.
Come over, good time, what's a bad one? You say you want, give me something long time. Me deal with you, sing rough, something like crime. I make you sing this line.
Say what I did, you know, bro.
Good time,
Therefore, I'm riding up like a stroller. I survive in a photo. That my wanted like the New York. And I'm coming red like Coca-Cola. I'ma have a very good time. I swear to God, I can never sound like a shorty. She say she like all of her rhymes. Where is my phone at Cooley? I want you to pass it to thugger. Even in the summertime, me and Lil' Shawty cutter. I swear to God, I'ma tell you, dog got the struggle. Baby girl, sit it down, you not known like a usher. I told her mama I don't like what my teeth do. I wanna control you like voodoo. I'm starting streaming freak on phone and doodloo. Every time I have a good time, do
good time, come over, good time, what's a bad one? You say you want, give me something long time. Me deal with you, sing rough, something like crime. I make you sing this line.
Philadelphia. That's the scene for the Kings. When you're a professional scorer, the routine of the game is always the same. DeMar DeRozan gets ready to go as they get primed to face off against the 76ers. Kings, Sixers, coming right up. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Here's a look at some of the stats for Zach LaVine.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Outside in the perimeter, LaVine and DeRozan. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Achua. And for Philadelphia, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3. George with the bucket. So, Coach, here we are in the heart of the NBA season. We can only hope that the second half is as good as the first half of the season.
Well, you're right. We saw some incredible moments in those first few months. But that's what you love about this game. Players these days, Kevin, are capable of doing the spectacular on a nightly basis. Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Maxey. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
A pretty nimble guy. Maxey mixes up the defender with that dribble move to create space.
Westbrook passes to DeRozan. The 11-footer, and it's denied. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Westbrook. Some solid defense from Maxey.
you know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kind of...
Incredible, the lift off the floor, the creativity in the air. Highlight real effort there by Maxey.
So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Edgecombe's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's DeRozan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, he's not as explosive inside as he once was, but DeMar DeRozan still gets it done at the rim.
Embiid, no good. The Kings trail by 5. Westbrook with it. Picked up by Edgecombe. LaVine gets the bucket.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Edgecombe. Again, Philadelphia.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back over to you guys.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Westbrook gets to DeRozan. Clock at 6. And finished off by DeRozan.
Well, DeMar DeRozan's always had that vertical. If he can finish at the rim, he will.
It's George on the wing. Shoots over Achua. Rebound by the Kings.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's DeRozan. LaVine wide open. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
Is such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Jared McCain's checked in for Oubre. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Substitution on the court. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good. Eubanks.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Edgecombe. Guarded by LaVine. And here's Maxey outside. The 76ers, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Eubanks. Embiid comes with a double team. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from the wing. And Embiid pulls it down. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 4-point game. From about 19 feet. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
And here are the 76ers now. 6-point lead. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year. On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. You've got Malik Monk. He's out there with Dennis Schroeder. Drew Eubanks out there with Levine. It's Clifford at the power forward. Pass to Levine. Now, here's Monk. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. PJ Edgecombe picks one up. And Malik Monk is instant offense coach. So fun to watch.
He really is, Kevin, because he brings great energy every night. Seems to just love being out there. And then he's done what most guys do. If they're going to take that jump to becoming good players, he's become more efficient as a player because he's learned to make better decisions on the floor.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. On the wing, Levine. Kings moving the ball around. Edgecombe with the steal. George, that's a two-pointer. Again, Philadelphia.
And we know George can score from all three levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And now, a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Sunday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
George with the bounce pass. Maxey passes to George. Just 5 on the clock. Edgecombe. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And now a 10-point Philadelphia lead. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Schroeder finds Monk. Off target with his three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
George with no one around. Good on the triple. George has got the lead up to 13 now for Philadelphia.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Sacramento. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, their place in the standings would be a disappointment for just about any team, but especially one with such high expectation.
I agree, guys. I thought they'd be a lot better. Sometimes you can have disappointing years like this, though, and they're not a lot of fun to be a part of.
From the arc, another three for Philadelphia. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Westbrook with the steal. And DeRozan. Here we go. And hits the bucket. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's a strong move by DeRozan. He's so good going to the basket and finishing through contact.
Good on the shot.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
George way outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. George has got 21.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, the Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Kevin, back over to you.
Tremendous support. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. They set the pick. Inside. Shot to stop the run. And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And the Kings making a change here. Achua's checked in.
Practice Achua. 2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside, LaVine. Misses the 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
A 2-time dunk champion, Zach LaVine, can hammer it down, Coach, or he can bury one from 3.
Well, that's right, Kevin. And look, he came into the league with that great athletic ability, and we all marveled at it. But this guy's really gone to work on his skills, and he's become one of the most efficient shooters in this league from any range on the floor. This guy has gone from great athlete to great player.
Monks check in for the Kings. And let's step aside for a minute to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. Second is Tyrese Maxey.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Well, that's one of the biggest changes in the league over the years. Point guards are now expected to score. They have to do more than just pass.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Pass to Achua. Can they get it? A dunk by Achua.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Maxey looking it over. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
George dishes to Embiid. Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. And it's now 22 points for Tyrese Maxey. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Kings. To the paint. Picked away. Maxey against Monk. Some solid defense from Maxey. Puts it up from 17. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Philadelphia ahead, running away with it. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been
terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Halftime show coming at you. Paul George has been elite.
I love the focus we're seeing from George tonight. He's locked all the way in, calling for the ball and giving his team everything he's got.
Leading. Taking a peek now at the up. And that is it for halftime, folks.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
A perimeter pair will see Edgecombe and McClain. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Maxey in at point guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
McCain finds George. Back to Maxey. Over Westbrook. And stolen by Achua. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Banked in off the glass.
Well, this is Westbrook at his best. So explosive and clever, operating in the open floor.
Maxey against Westbrook, and he comes up with the deuce. Maxey's got 24.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. Kelly Oubre comes in for Jared McCain.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Just 5 to shoot. Maxey against Levine, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Kings have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Out to DeRozan, fires the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Maxey with it. Outside for George. Up top, Maxey. DeRozan defending. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Achua. Sacramento gets it back in a new 14. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, keeping Westbrook off the boards is obviously a challenge. He has the most rebounds for a point guard in NBA history.
Maxey, no good. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. And Westbrook throws it down.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's Drummond. He has yet to score. Westbrook drives in and finished off by Westbrook.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns, Russell Westbrook, putting on a show.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And Drummond kicks to Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Lets the three fly. A three-pointer is right on target.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quinn Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
Drills it from outside.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
For Sacramento, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. For 3, Levine, good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Levine's got 9 points.
Well, it takes confidence to answer back like that. Something Levine is clearly not lacking.
Stolen by Levine. Westbrook with it. George picks him up. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Westbrook kicks to DeRozan. Goes up on the high post. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 18 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Oubre for 3. That one's not going to go. Here's Achua. From outside, off the mark. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. 76ers on top, just dominating this one. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Sacramento, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Malik Monk. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then it's Zach LaVine. It's Clifford at the power forward position. Drummond sets the screen for Oubre. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now. Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Another 3 for Philadelphia. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Oubre for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
LaVine deciding where to go with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. LaVine against Oubre. Another three for Philadelphia.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Lets it go from deep, and again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. The shot by Monk is no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Good! Another from three.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
To the inside. Here's Clifford. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. Got it.
And a calm in the storm. These fans taking in the moment.
He has made it 4 from outside and brought to the most threes in a game in franchise history. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Oubre outside. Takes the 3. For 3. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Kings. And stolen by Maxey. Oubre against DeRozan. Oubre can't get it to go. The Kings have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. The dunk by Achua.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. George with the screen on DeRozan. For 3, Oubre drops in the tray. Oubre's got 38 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And so,
and again for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And it's a 4-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Oubre for 3. Good. Another from 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
In all those great shooting performances from Klay Thompson, well, this night for long.
And again for 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And Klay Thompson, viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14 made threes has been passed here this evening.
And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Kelly Oubre.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
Oubre, good.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away. Great job.